Imagine 10 weeks that will transform you from a civilian to a sailor. Welcome to the Navy Bootcamp journey. In the 10-week USA Navy Bootcamp, recruits test their strength with intense physical training, conquer the confidence course, navigate like a pro with seamanship lessons before battling it out in the ship simulator, Battle Stations 21, and they also show off their sharpshooting skills at the shooting range. The first week of Navy Bootcamp, also known as Processing Week, is where the recruits get all the admin procedures out of the way before the real fun begins. As soon as the recruits arrive at the Navy Recruit Training Command, they are greeted by their Recruit Division commanders, who will be their main instructors throughout the training program. They also have to undergo a thorough medical exam to make sure they're fit for military service. During this week, recruits learn about the chain of command. Recruits also get a fresh new haircut and have to turn in all their personal belongings, which are kept safe until the end of the training. They get issued uniforms and gear, including their sea bags, which will hold all their stuff throughout the training. The second week of Navy Bootcamp is where things start to get real. This week is all about getting fit and learning what it means to be a sailor in the United States Navy. As you know, physical fitness is a top priority in the Navy, so recruits undergo intense training to get in shape for the challenges ahead. They run, swim, and do all sorts of calisthenics exercises to build their endurance and strength. It's tough, but it's worth it to be able to handle whatever comes their way. But being a sailor isn't just about being strong and fit, it's also about having the right values. That's why recruits learn about the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment. These values emphasize the importance of being honest, brave, and dedicated to your duty. They're the foundation of what it means to be a sailor in the United States Navy. In addition to physical training and learning about values, recruits also get some classroom instruction. They learn about naval customs and history, which is super interesting. Moving on to week 3, where it's all about hands-on learning, which means recruits will be getting their hands dirty and learn some handy skills for life at sea. Seamanship training is a big part of this week, and recruits master all sorts of cool stuff like how to tie knots, handle lines, and use shipboard terminology. Recruits also get to practice ship handling, which means they will learn how to steer a ship and navigate through different types of waterways. But being a sailor isn't just about steering a ship. It's also about being able to handle emergencies. Recruits will also get familiar with watchstanding, how to fight fires and control damage in emergency situations. Next up is week 4, where our future sailors get to learn about concepts such as weapons and line handling. Recruits get to learn about basic naval weapons. They get to see and handle different types of weapons used by the Navy, like rifles, pistols, and machine guns. They learn how to handle these weapons safely and get to practice using them during training exercises. But being a sailor isn't just about shooting guns, it's also about being able to handle lines. That's why recruits also learn about line handling, which is similar to rope handling. They learn how to handle and maintain lines used on ships for various purposes, like securing cargo, mooring, and towing. This skill is essential for sailors, as lines are used daily in many shipboard tasks. Almost halfway through boot camp, sailors start off week 5 by taking their midterm exams to test their knowledge of what they've learned so far. These exams cover topics like seamanship, firefighting, damage control, naval customs, and history. Passing these exams is super important for recruits to continue their training and progress in boot camp. But being a sailor isn't just about passing exams, it's also about having confidence and being a team player. That's why recruits participate in a confidence course this week. It's like an obstacle course designed to boost their self-confidence and improve their team-building skills. The course includes challenges like climbing walls, crawling under nets, and balancing on beams. Recruits must work together and encourage each other to complete the course successfully. So that's the 5th week of Navy Boot Camp in a nutshell. The 6th week is where every sailor gets a chance to show off their talents, as recruits get to put their firefighting and damage control training into practice. They participate in realistic training scenarios that simulate emergencies on a ship, like fires and flooding. These exercises help recruits gain hands-on experience in dealing with real-life situations they may encounter while serving in the Navy. But being a sailor isn't just about fighting fires and controlling damage. It's also about being physically fit and mentally sharp. That's why recruits continue their physical and classroom training this week. They keep working on their physical fitness through exercises like running, swimming, and calisthenics. In the classroom, they continue to learn about naval customs, history, and other important topics related to their future roles as sailors. But before we continue by covering the hardest part of the Navy boot camp in the following week, please subscribe to our channel to learn more about Navy life. Sailors often say that week 7 is the most challenging because of the final examinations. These exams test their knowledge and understanding of the classroom studies they have completed through boot camp. The exams cover topics such as seamanship, firefighting, damage control, naval customs, and history. Passing these exams is crucial for sailors to graduate from boot camp and move on to their next phase of training. Recruits also participate in a live fire exercise this week. This exercise is designed to test their skills in handling and using the weapons they have learned about during their weapons training. They practice firing live ammunition under the supervision of their instructors, ensuring that they can safely and effectively use these weapons in real-life situations. The live fire exercise not only helps recruits demonstrate their proficiency with weapons, but also builds their confidence in their abilities. This confidence is essential for their success as sailors in the United States Navy. The 8th week is perhaps the most dramatic week to sailors as they face the ultimate challenge: battle stations. It's designed to challenge recruits by putting all the skills they have learned throughout boot camp to the test. They must work together as a team to overcome various obstacles and complete a series of missions that simulate real-life situations that they may encounter while serving in the Navy. During battle stations, recruits face scenarios such as firefighting, damage control, and shipboard emergencies. They must rely on their training and teamwork to successfully navigate these challenges and demonstrate their readiness to serve as sailors in the United States Navy. In addition to the battle stations exercise, recruits also begin preparing for service selection during this week. They receive guidance and counseling to help them make informed decisions about their future careers in the Navy. The 2nd week of the Navy boot camp is all about finding out your future career in the Navy and preparing for your graduation ceremony. Recruits receive their assignments based on their service selection preferences and the needs of the Navy. These assignments determine the specific job or role they will fulfill as sailors. Receiving their assignments is an exciting milestone for recruits as it marks the beginning of their careers in the United States Navy. During this week, recruits also begin practicing for their graduation ceremony. They rehearse the various elements of the ceremony, such as marching, standing at attention, and saluting. In the 10th and final week of Navy boot camp, recruits celebrate their transition from recruit to sailor in the graduation ceremony. This is a significant milestone for the new sailors, as it marks the successful completion of their training and the beginning of their careers in the United States Navy. The graduation ceremony is a formal event that includes a parade, speeches, and the presentation of awards and certificates. Friends and family members are invited to attend the ceremony and celebrate the accomplishments of the new sailors. During the ceremony, recruits take an oath of enlistment, pledging to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. This oath is a solemn commitment to the values and principles of the Navy and the United States. After the ceremony, the new sailors are officially released from boot camp and move on to their next phase of training or their first duty station. They carry with them the skills, knowledge, and values they have gained throughout their training, ready to serve as sailors in the United States Navy. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Till next time, goodbye.